Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk Atlanta. We are your hosts, Neika W.
River the Realtor.
Ashley LeRae.
And Tiesha Renee.
And today, I'm excited to talk about another hot topic, in these real estate streets.
Super hot.
But first, how are you guys doing? I've been seeing you guys doing your thing on social media.
Girl.
What's going on? River, y'all saw River closing video?
Oh, yes. Fire. Yes. I
I'm
love
trying
that
to bring
video.
some fire content. I'm trying to keep up with the girls. Y'all know
Okay,
Ashley
because
LeRae
social
is-
media is a full-time job.
Oh,
You
no,
know, we got
is.
the TikTok princess right here.
And congratulations on hitting 10K, like
Yeah.
on
Oh,
TikTok.
Yes.
Like, that's
Thank you
big.
guys. I love TikTok so much. I'm
TikTok
so
loves you.
excited.
I need to get on TikTok.
Yes, you guys have to. I'll be looking at your reels and stuff.
Girl, they be trash.
It's
No,
a lot of
exactly.
work. Yeah, like you said, it's like another full-time job.
Yeah, seriously.
It really is.
Seriously.
But you're doing your thing. Selling
Yes.
homes,
Proud of
not
y'all.
leaving nothing for us.
Can we drink
like,
to that?
Yes.
Can we?
Oh,
Drink
Neika.
like
And you have
cheers.
2 closings this week, right?
Yeah,
Cheers. I'm so far.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right,
But it's been a week. It's only Tuesday, and
I am very much so stressed, but let's get into the episode.
Let's get
Yeah.
into the episode. So
Let's do that.
today's episode, I really wanted to talk about something I feel like is not really talked about in the real estate industry, which is like the importance of networking and partnership.
yeah.
So we all know for a successful closing in a real estate transaction, it really takes a village. Like, it's all about
Yeah.
the right partnership.
to get to that
Yes.
closing table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not just a woman's job. It's like a whole team of successful professional real estate professionals that are involved.
Absolutely.
So we want to really, really dig a little bit deeper on who are our partners and what do they do. So
Yeah, and why it's
like-
important to have partners.
Yes.
So when you're shopping for a home, yes, you have, number one, your realtor, who's guiding you through the process, showing you houses, keeping you updated on the market. But then you have people who are also there to work with you and your realtor. So first person being your lender, because someone has to finance the loan. As your
you paying
realtor,
cash.
I cannot pay
Right,
for your
unless you're
house.
paying
Unless you're paying cash, then you can X the lender out. But
Yeah.
if you're not, you're going to need a lender to help finance the house. You're also going to need an attorney. Because as we mentioned before, Georgia is a attorney state, and we have to close all real estate transactions with the closing attorney. So we have to utilize one of them. Then we also have a home inspector, because of course you want to get your home inspected for your conditions.
Right.
So you have your realtor, your lender, your attorney, your inspector. Did I miss anybody?
I think those are our main
That's-
partners.
You can't
Those
select
are
your
main.
appraiser, so we're not
Right.
mentioning that because that's assigned to you. But other than that, those are your key components to getting you to the deal. Making sure your house is in good shape, finding the right house for you, financing it, and make sure that title is clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the done deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do not mention, like, realtors are also your partners. So when you're looking for a realtor, you're looking for your partner. Like, your dream
Yeah.
partner that's going to really, so the vibe does really matter.
It's almost like looking for like your man or like your woman.
Not your man. Hold on now.
Right.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. I've
You know what I'm
mastered
saying?
that
Like,
one.
when y'all are looking for like a real partner or like looking for your spouse, significant other, you're making sure that person really like connects with you. You're making sure that y'all are on the
Yeah.
same page. Y'all have to vibe well. They have to understand your wants, understand what you need. It's the same
Okay,
thing in
yeah.
real estate.
You're right.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like
Yeah, I
any
get it.
You're right.
That's really any relationship in life.
Absolutely.
Like friendship, you want to make sure that you're getting
Equally
value.
yoked.
Yeah,
Right.
equally
Yeah.
yoked.
This is
Okay.
not
People with the
the
same
word.
values.
Yeah,
For sure.
okay.
Exactly.
I got you. Because I was about to say,
Exactly.
I don't know if I'm looking for the same thing.
Right. And another thing I wanted to bring up, and it's funny because looking on the other way of things, like you have also like other realtors, like as us realtors, I know for me, I love networking with other realtors because they then become partners as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
We
especially
love
in
an
this
off-market
market.
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we love a pocket listing, off-market deal. So
Give
that's
me that.
important.
Why are you always thinking of a song to interject? She always got a
Love an
song
off-market
that just
listing.
comes out of nowhere.
No, but they be right on time.
Yeah,
Those partnerships
definitely.
are so important. Like you said, not only for us as realtors, but when we're dealing with our clients and we're going through these real estate transactions, like it's super important to maintain good partnerships with, like Tiesha said, all the parties that make the deal close.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So as a realtor, I had a question for Ashley because we was talking about that the other day. But as far as choosing partners, like as a realtor, like how does that go? Like what makes like a partner, like especially a lender or attorney, like what makes them a right partner for you?
So I'll say I always have like at least 2 people in the same industry as my preferred partners. So like 2 lenders, usually 3 lenders on hand, closing attorneys, inspectors, because you want to give your clients options, and you want them to still feel like they have a choice.
Right.
But when you're looking to build your team and your preferred people, you want to make sure that these people are reliable, efficient, and they're going to get the job done, because when your client comes and asks to work with you, you want to make sure that you're sending them to people who you trust to handle their transaction.
Right. And we know that they're going to communicate.
Right.
Confident in their skills. Yeah.
Yeah, they make or break your deal. They really
Definitely. So I feel like as realtors, when we do have our preferred lenders or preferred attorneys, like people that we already worked with,
right?
Yeah,
vetted. So it's kind of like we already have the relationship. They know how we work, and they already, it's nothing really much to explain.
Right. And I feel like a lot of times people think like, oh, are these your preferred partners because you're getting something from them? Like we're getting some incentives. Like we don't get anything from the partners. We just are confident in their ability. So I don't want you to think. I don't want people to think like realtors like, oh, trying to work under the table, like, oh, if you go to him, she'll get something. No, we absolutely get nothing.
Because our number one job as realtors is to do what's in the best interest of our buyers.
Right.
Do what's in the best interest of our sellers. So that means positioning you guys to win. That means partnering you guys with lenders that we know can close deals, attorneys that we know are going to do the work in a timely manner to get us to the closing table on time, not just closing, but closing by the closing date.
Right.
Inspectors that are not going to be like, I'm tired today, I'm not getting in the crawl space. Like, we vetted these people, we've worked with these people, we've closed with these people.
Right.
And in real estate, closing is the key. That's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to close deals here.
Right. We all have the same end goal, right? To close, to help you. So
I definitely agree with that, what you're saying, River, because I have my preferred inspector. Sometimes he is booked, like ahead of time. But if I'm like, hey, I really, really need you like by tomorrow, he's like, hold on, like let me go ahead and schedule it, but I'll go ahead and work something around. Yeah. And to me, like, that's the best thing that you could ever do, because then my client gets a benefit for it.
Yeah.
So,
because our preferred people are booked and busy, so we always got to have options.
Yeah. And different personality too, because you have like I like what you said, like 3 different lenders, so 3 different personality. So when you vet your clients, you can be like, hey, I'll send you to this person.
Right.
So
you already know how compatible they may be. Once you do a consult with your client, because we work with these people on an everyday basis, you can kind of mix and match and kind of figure out who's going to be the best preferred partner for your buyer or your seller.
Right. I wouldn't recommend you to Bob, but I may recommend you to Tim. Like, it really just depends.
Situation for sure.
Yeah.
And we don't want you guys to feel like, we want to like force you guys to work with our preferred partners. So River, like, how do you feel about, like, let's say if a buyer wants to go out and vet their own preferred partners, like what characteristics should they look for?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think, like you said, it's super important that you guys realize that when your realtor points you in the direction of one of their preferred partners, it's not to like control the deal. It's to really navigate you in the best space. But like Tiesha, we kind of talked about this earlier this week. We get clients who may know a lender from a previous transaction or might be related or have a friend in that industry. So it is okay to vet your own buyers, but as your realtor, I want to make sure that you're, asking the right questions up front. So I think it depends on the preferred party, right? If you are looking for a lender, one of my first questions is, what is that interest rate? Okay.
Right.
We know right now, especially with what's going on, interest rates are high. And so like I've seen people come with way too high interest rates, some with lower, shopping around for what the interest rate is. Also, like, what are the fees, right? You have to compare the numbers, because in this market, in this economy, like, we're trying to save you guys money. We are not trying to break y'all pockets. Comparing what fees the lenders has is super important. I always tell my clients, have them give you an estimate and work with these different people, compare the numbers, see what makes sense for yourself if you're going to go and shop for your own lender.
It's important. Yeah. Interview them. Like, you have the right to interview them, and the fees matters.
Right. And a good example was what you told me on the way here, Neika. You was like, you told one of your potential clients about your preferred partners, but they wanted to work with their own lender because of the incentives that they would get.
Right.
So I know a lot of my clients are like, if you're a VA, like, they like to work through Navy Federal.
Right.
Navy Federal is going to give them, they have good programs and good
based
opportunities.
On your jobs too. Like, I totally agree.
Yeah.
So it's a thing that you should look for. What was you about to say?
I was going to say another good thing to mention is, if you are a prospective buyer looking to shop around with lenders, you're free to shop around with lenders for 30 days as many lenders. I wouldn't recommend more than 3 before it affects your credit score. So
yeah, isn't it like one pull?
Yeah.
Counts as one pull because you're shopping
Because
for
it's
a
the same
mortgage.
thing. It's a mortgage pool.
Yeah.
So don't be
Definitely.
scared to shop around. It's not, your credit's not gonna, go down.
Take a hit.
Not,
Right.
Yeah, not too bad.
but yeah.
And I think just like you said, right along with the lenders, when you're looking for, I don't know, like maybe your own inspector, right? Seeing what it is like their inspection report is going to include. Because I've had people come to me with their own inspectors who don't like get on the roof, right? So I know most of our preferred inspectors, if not all of them, they have drones, right? They get on the roof, they check those kind of things. But when you're looking to do your own inspector, come from an outside source, ask them what's going to be included in my inspection report. You know, are you going to get in the crawl space? Are you going to check the roof? Are you going to check the systems? Are you going to make recommendations? Because not all inspectors will even do that. They'll say something is wrong, but they won't give us inspection recommendations. So I think even when you're choosing your inspector, those are the kind of questions that you have to ask. And then, of course, what is the cost?
Right.
Cost is really one of those things that you have to compare and contrast when you're shopping for your own external person. Like, what is the fee associated with it? And does it make sense?
But don't always choose the cheapest option.
Right, because sometimes
Cheap isn't always better.
Yeah, cheapest is not always best. You also want to get quality. So as much as you're asking for the fees, also ask about like what's the other values that you bring to the table, because you might be paying a little more, but that person communication is on point. I feel like in a real estate transaction, like I need good communication. And that kind of drives me to my next question. So if you guys were to kind of give me like 3 words for like the perfect partnership within like what would it be? Like
each person?
I feel like as a real estate professional, like we have like the same standards. So like what is like 3 things that you're looking for in a partner? If somebody
does sound like you're
be,
looking for a man or something. Like your 3 qualities.
Because we said it was about the same thing.
Very close. I definitely know right offhand 3 words: timely. Okay, closing days are not on contracts for no reason.
Yeah.
Time is close, but we also want to close on time. So like Neika always says, time is of the essence.
It is. Shout out to
Tim's.
His kid.
What? What did you say?
Shout out to Tim's and WizKid. You know that song.
What is it? No, timeliness. So
crazy.
Being reliable, right? Like being reliable, making sure that like I shouldn't have to hold you accountable. You should be holding yourself accountable.
Right.
I'm a realtor. I have my own duties and responsibilities to this transaction, to my client. You as my preferred partner, you have your duties as well. So just being reliable and communicative.
Oh, I
Y'all,
love
if I call you,
Communicative.
that. You do not
you don't
answer.
answer that phone.
Ooh.
You better call that first
I might
ring.
come to your
Answer the
office.
first ring.
I might come to your office.
What? I never
I
did.
need to understand what's going on.
No.
Like, y'all know in a real estate transaction, stuff changes so
By the
fast.
second.
Yeah.
It's
So if
you being
can't-
serious.
No, I'm so
Right.
serious.
Because I could literally see River pulling
Pulling
up
up
at
to the office.
Hello. Shout out to my preferred partners. I know where y'all work. And I will pull up to your office just because stuff just happens so quickly. So if something crazy happens and I need to call the lender, like, oh my God, we need this. And he's like not answering, or I don't work on the weekends, which y'all, I can't even talk about that.
What?
I'm a realtor who works 7 days a week because this job does not sleep. My partners, they work 7 days a week. So like communicating, being reliable, being timely. If you don't have those 3 things, you are not a partner of mine.
She said no new friends.
No new friends. No new friends. I love that. No, I will write you an email. You don't answer, I'm leaving a voicemail. Next time you do answer, I'm going to tell you about yourself. Because it's like we're all in this industry.
Okay, now if they don't answer one call.
No, like
should not be busy.
I'm
busy.
very understandable. So like if you don't answer and you calling me back and I know the relationship, so it goes back to that relationship. So if I know you, like it wouldn't happen. But if I'm trying out like a new person and you like
Slow to respond. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
I'm not going to lie. I had one lender before. He never answered the phone, but that man got the job done.
Wow, I will be stressed.
Yeah. He's not my preferred anymore. I'm just saying it, you know. But I would say for my 3 words, I would probably say trustworthy. That's the whole reason why you're on my team. I trust you, and I really do trust that you have my client's best interest at heart and you're going to get the job done. What did you say? Communicative. Yes, you need to be able to communicate. That's one of the biggest things. And a third one, come back to me on the third one.
creative.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like we're switching around a little bit.
Ooh, I just got a new word.
Ooh.
Adaptable. Because every transaction is so different and every client is
That's true.
different. Yeah. I think you need to be able to adapt to whatever their circumstances are.
Yes.
Those kind of tie into each other.
Absolutely.
Creative,
Yeah.
being able to be creative and adapt.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant. Yeah.
We on the same page.
We on the same page.
I love it.
What about you?
I think for me, number one, you need to, again, communicate. Like, I need to be in the loop. I don't want to be chasing you down to get updates. The invite is on your calendar when this contingency ends, so keep me updated, you know?
Right.
So communicate with me. God, that's really so important. That's kind of all.
Yeah, we can't stress that enough. You got to communicate.
Oh my God, communicate. And then again, trusting, hitting on that, me being confident in your skills and your abilities and knowing that you're going to get the job done, even if there's a hiccup in the deal, me not saying, oh God. I want to be like, oh yeah, you're going to get over that. Like, we'll find a way.
We'll find a way.
I'm confident.
We'll find a way. We'll find a way. And I think the third one, communicating with me, being trustworthy. I might need to come back too.
Okay. We'll think
I
of
had a
something.
few words in mind, y'all. So solution based is one of mine.
That's a good one.
That's
Do
a
not
good
bring
one.
a problem without having a solution.
Let me drink to
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say.
Don't come to me with a problem.
That's
Come
good.
with a
That
solution.
was
That was
good.
good. I'm
Without
gonna take that. I'm gonna
solution.
make that one my number 3.
Yeah, no, because real estate is full of
Yes.
problems.
Do not stress my clients. Make sure you bring a solution to that problem.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
gonna happen. We're gonna have some hiccups, but what are we gonna do?
Yes.
So it ties into the creative, like, being creative. So solution based. Another one is bubbly. Like for me, my partners, like it's a stressful process. So you have to know like how to like calm my clients down or like have a little bit.
Yeah, be
know,
that
just a
voice of
little
reason.
bit.
Yeah.
just a
These
little bit of
clients
bubbly.
will literally call you crying, laughing, screaming, because it's just an emotional
Yeah.
Roller
process.
coaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just being that person. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Being
that's
that person.
really
Have fun a
So-
little. Be bubbly.
Right.
yeah, a little bubbly. So it really does take a village to really get to the closing table. It's not easy, but the team makes the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad we really get to talk about it and bring in some lights. And any shout outs, like if you have partners that you want to shout out that made your week. I know we don't do favoritism, so we're not gonna like, hey, you're my favorite. But however, if somebody stood out this week during one of your transactions, like,
Speaking of partners, shout out to one of my lenders. I just got a client pre-approved last night for his dream home, so I'm excited.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he does like 24-hour approvals, so same
you're the
day
fast
approvals.
one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
You need a
we're
fast
ready to
one.
go. Shout out to
I
you.
also got a shout out. Excuse me. One of my preferred lenders, she and I did an event over the weekend, really talking about like first time home buyers. And it was really geared towards buyers, but also towards like new realtors kind of coming in, understanding the home buying process. And she really just knocked it out the park. Like she really
Oh,
touched on
nice.
some
I
stuff.
love that.
For
I
the
feel like
seminar,
your
right?
energy like match. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
she's
god,
super cool. So shout out to Naomi. You know, I'll do a little name drop for her because she's super awesome. So it's like just working again with partners that you match your kind of match your
Your
steeds and
vibe.
stuff like that. And
Yes.
also like puts the importance of like the education piece like we do. So shout out to her. That event was awesome and we were able to help a lot of people with that. So I appreciate that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. Was she a
Yeah.
lender?
She is. She
Okay.
actually started as a realtor, so that's another thing.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Super
So she
creative.
knows.
She knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she knows both sides of it. She was a realtor back home in Chicago, and then
Okay.
became a mortgage broker out here in Georgia. So
Oh, that's
super
awesome.
cool, super awesome.
Are y'all like the same person? That's crazy.
Literally.
Shout out to Chicago.
I can shout out my attorney on this deal that I have going on now because they are so back to my communication because obviously that's most important to me.
Yeah.
They are on it. Like I send them an email and it's right back. It's
that's great.
it's
We love
right
that.
back. It's
Look, I
right
got
back.
goosebumps. I love
Okay, I'm like, oh, I love it here. Let's get this deal closed.
We
So
love
shout out
that.
Too
to
high for us to have to come to y'all offices and hunt y'all down.
no seriously,
y'all.
and I'm not coming.
River.
I'm not coming. Y'all gonna have an inbox full of stuff.
Okay. Okay. This week, I'm gonna shout out to my co-oping agent.
Oh, nice! Don't
yeah.
forget the co-op.
Yeah.
Do not forget the realtors. Like sometimes being on the best, like if we both have the same, like put together from the jump, it's not good to really go against your co-op agent. definitely build that relationship. We actually closing on our second transaction, and he's literally amazing. Going to transaction, we had to extend a couple contingencies, and he was like super open to it.
I love that.
And
That's awesome.
he's like, hey, like, don't stress about it. We got it.
We
Like,
love
We
that.
need more of him.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it's been listed. We can talk after this.
We need more of
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
definitely
love
need more of him.
that.
So shout out to you. Shout out.
Shout out
awesome.
to good
That's
co-op
awesome.
partners,
Because
because
let
you
me
need
just
that.
say, right, and I want to say, like, we're a package deal. Like, me and my preferred people, like, yeah, we all come together. You're gonna, if you love me, then you'll love them.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you want the good experience of purchasing a home without like the hiccups that are avoidable, that's the importance to me of preferred lenders, right? You can do all the extra legwork if you want, but I think once you choose, especially one of us, as your preferred realtor, you get what comes with us, and that's a seamless transaction. So that's the point of us, I feel like, providing those lenders, providing the attorneys, providing all the resources that we can, because working with our preferred people is like working with us 4 times over. Like, we're gonna
Right.
make sure it's people that do the work. We're gonna make sure it's people that have your best interest, and we're gonna make sure it's people that's gonna close the deal. So
Right.
Okay.
But if you do want to work with somebody outside about preferred, just make sure you're asking the right questions. And we, as your realtors, we can help guide you and do that. Just say that, like, hey, I want to explore my options, and we'll give you the questions that you need to ask, what you need to look for, and just make sure you're all set and going in. I like to call them myself, so
Yeah,
we'll
I do
all
that.
go,
Oh, yeah.
we can all
We'll
research
all
together.
interview you.
Yeah, we will. I'll
Of
definitely,
course.
like, after you send me that pre-approval letter, if you're already pre-approved, go ahead and call the lender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let you know. how
We'll
it
let
goes.
you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Did your parents ever, when you would ask to spend the night at your friend's house, like, I need to talk to their parents
Oh,
first?
yeah.
Oh,
That's
You
what
got
it's
a background.
like.
That's
Facts. Yes.
Give me
so
her
it's kinda
mom's
like
number.
that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, okay, they can come over. So it's kind of like that. All right, you guys. So to wrap this up, Miss Ashley LaRae.
So today,
the
Okay.
question, babe.
Your question.
The all
Oh, I
types of
like that.
babes.
The
The
question.
Well, I'm afraid of what's gonna come out of her little tin can.
every
I'm ready.
time.
Tin can.
I'm ready
Every
for what the
time.
people got.
This is my favorite
to me.
part. Okay.
Child.
Let's see. Okay, so my favorite part, the question of the day. So we got this question, even though we don't know what it is, we asked you guys to send in your questions on our Instagram or to our email. So we just picked a random one. Let's see what it says. You guys ready?
No.
Give it to us straight.
Okay, so this one says, hi, ladies. I'm a new agent who's struggling with making time for myself and things that I want to do. I wanted to ask you guys, with your busy, growing careers, how do you all balance your business and personal lives?
Okay.
One word.
One.
One word. Yeah, what's
Wanna
my
go
favorite word?
first? Is it boundaries?
Boundaries.
Is it
Yes. Taisha is the queen of
I am
boundaries.
the queen of boundaries. Y'all are not going to stress me out. It's going to get done. Y'all not going to stress me out. Boundaries. Boundaries. Like, I set my
That's a good one.
times. These are my hours. I'm going to get it done. It's going to get done. Please do not worry yourself, but don't call me at midnight. I'm sorry.
I need to
I'm
leave
not
for
that agent where you can call me at midnight, because this is a business.
One thing about
Boundaries.
Tiesha, she will set them boundaries.
I will.
Taisha will set the boundaries on us, y'all. Like,
Us too,
We'll
right?
be talking. She said, "Is it 10 o'clock?" Because y'all know I gotta
Y'all
go.
know, right?
You know I got to go. And
And
another
she
thing.
will literally remove herself
Yeah,
from the
she-
conversation.
I gotta
she
go.
doesn't
I go to bed early, y'all. I'm a grandma. I have to go to sleep. Y'all
Girl.
nothing's gonna mess up my sleep. One thing that's not gonna happen is messing up my sleep. So
the
again,
beauty
boundaries. But it'll
Yeah,
get
definitely.
done. It'll get done.
Absolutely.
Boundaries is good. Maybe I need that, because I feel like that's something that I struggle with too. Like,
I do.
because I feel like real estate, River, like you said earlier, real estate doesn't sleep.
Right.
And I don't either. So I don't know. I'm still struggling with that. I do try to balance. I think it's good to have a healthy balance between the two. Multitasking, that's a
Yeah.
big one too. I don't know. And setting your priorities, what's more important to you.
At the moment.
Right at the moment. Some things can maybe wait until tomorrow morning. Other things, it just
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah, I have to definitely feed off what Taisha said with boundaries, because she is the one that told me, like, River, you need boundaries. And I think It is super important to realize, like, we are working professionals. And when I say we work, honey, we work.
We work.
But Tiesha is actually the person that reminded me, like, we're also humans.
Of
So
course.
we have lives outside of real estate. We have families. Like, we have things that are important to us. So I would say my biggest advice, or like, just rule of thumb, is carve out the time.
Yeah.
So to me, I have selected Sundays as like my day to kind of like have some self-care, because honestly, I can't be the best river. I can't be the best realtor if I haven't taken a couple hours to like give myself a facial.
I'm mad.
Catch up on power.
Catch
Right.
up
With my mama real quick. Like,
Right.
not too
balance for me.
My mom have to have our like weekly little spat just for me to like, I gotta be successful. I gotta show her. Like, that's all part of what drives me. So it's like I've carved out like certain hours on Sunday where like, church, personal time, with my
Right.
friends,
Keeping-
just something so that I can give y'all the best that I got. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm gonna give it to y'all on Sunday too, but I'm also give some of that time to myself. Like, you
Right.
really
Yeah.
carve out the time to really just focus on
Right.
you.
That's
Yeah.
back to priorities. What's important to you when it's important. Like this past weekend, I went to go visit my dad, surprised him
how
for
was
his birthday.
it?
It was fun, but I can't even tell you the last time I felt like I really took time off for myself. Like
Yeah,
a
it
weekend
feels
off
good.
in real estate, I couldn't even.
You literally have to plan in advance. I always tell my
Yeah.
clients, I'm not going to be here this weekend. Let me know. Of course, you still handle because we help each other out. Like if River goes out of town, she got a client
Shout
needs to
out to
see
these
something.
girls.
Yes.
We're going to go show it. We're going
And
to go
that's
show it.
the importance of a team, because
Right.
you don't have people behind you to support you.
Partnerships.
Yeah, so true.
So for me, I have to I don't have balance, and I'm gonna be honest, because I'm just so hard on myself. Just like go, go, go. However, whenever I take a trip,
You be on a trip.
Y'all be outside.
That's balance for me. Like whenever I feel like, okay, I need to breathe.
She going to Miami.
Right. She loves to
And
sneak
I will
away.
be right behind her.
These two love Miami. Both
Yes.
of y'all. The Miami girls on this
Right.
side.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
like I'm
Miami.
going to Miami because it's time for me to breathe. Mind you, I'm still working, but it's time for me to literally like enjoy myself and say, hey, you deserve this because you've been working so hard. So that's
Right.
my balance. As far as like take a trip.
That's good. And I also want to
multi-trip.
say, for you who asked this question, being that you mentioned that you were a newer agent, if you don't take the time to carve out some time for yourself, you're going to burn out and quit.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
So definitely prioritize some me time for you.
Yeah, take all 4 of these steps. Set your boundaries, not only with yourself, but with your clients. Prioritize what's important to you. Find your balance. Go to Miami, let your hair down.
Yes.
Take a trip.
And then really carve out the time. I think all 4 of those are like
Yeah.
really, really good
Yeah.
things. I might need to start doing that.
Yeah. I always say work hard, but play harder.
I was going to say it. I was going to say, actually, I always be saying that. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at how real today.
So before we close out this episode, I want you guys to remember that networking is everything. Partnership is everything in real estate.
Yeah.
And whenever you contact one of us
Yes.
for your real estate goals, definitely keep in mind about partnership and
And know that you're working with the best.
okay.
And that's-
let's
that's
cheers
real
to
talk.
And that's
that.
real talk
Real
to end of the day. Cheers.
See you guys next week.